Hey folks, I'm Mike. Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/Inkdependence. It keeps this blog ad-free. Hello and welcome to an Inkdependence.com brief video review and water drop test. Today a very brief video review because you probably can't really get a hold of this ink very easily. And it's this one right here. I got this at the DC Pen Show. It was the ink that they were giving away. Here's information on the ink and that sort of stuff. World's latest leading European ink treatment formula. I don't even know what that is, but we'll see how it goes. This is the blue ink, which is, I don't know, not actually pictured on here, I don't think. This is like a purpley color. Maybe they mean that to be blue, but it's not really blue. So, and there's no name on this. It comes in this nice bottle. It's a fairly large bottle. Let's see if it says how big. Yeah, 3 ounces, full 90 mils. So this ink is a blue, and it's kind of a medium blue, although it's a little bit on the light side, I think. It looks really, looks kind of rich there, but it is a fairly thin ink. Must be this ink, what is it they call it? Ink treatment formula. Makes it a little bit thin. It's supposed to improve flow quality. Yeah, okay, it does that. Extends off cap time and lubricates. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it does that stuff. But anyway, it's a little bit thin. Here's what it looks like on paper. This is going to be a quick one because, like I said, you probably can't really get your hands on this. I haven't seen Conklin inks kind of anywhere, which is oddly enough, but what are you going to do? It says made in Austria, packaged in USA, so that's interesting. But knowing that Conklin and Monteverde and I don't know, a few others are kind of under the Jaffa label, I'm guessing it's of the same ilk, which is good because I like those inks by and large. All right. I did this with 2 pens, which I didn't bring in here with me, but one of them is a Conklin Crescent, which is actually, it's one of the original, not the original new Conklin Crescents, I guess you might say. It's got good build quality, and the nib is very nice. It's one of my favorite stubs, actually, this 1.1 stub. And it's a fairly wet nib. As you can see, it put down a lot more ink than the Vanishing Point. This is my brand new Vanishing Point, and it's not as wet, not nearly as wet as the Crescent, although it never had any problems starting up. It did kind of take on this sort of thin characteristic. If you look like here, gives you like a lot of shading, but kind of an unflattering amount of shading, like right there. It just gets weak, which is too bad. So if you want to use this kind of ink, put it in a big wet nib, and I think you'll be much more happy with it. It didn't have too many problems with bleed, feather, and spread. Here's the 20-pound bond example. You can see a couple of little feathers around the B and such, but yeah, that's kind of it. And that's not bad for a pretty wet nib. As I said, that stub is pretty wet. But on the other side of the page, not really much to speak of. You get a little, tiny little dots. So it's like little spots. Yeah, sure. But on with the medium nib, nothing really serious in the bleed department. So pretty good behavior actually from this ink. So good on it for that. I'd say this is my first Conklin ink, and I'm not super blown away by it, honestly. I mean, it's fine, but it's not blowing anybody's doors off, I don't think. And it does look good in this big nib, but in the smaller one, I don't know, not so much. Like, it's just not very exciting as far as blues. Like, if you're going to be a blue ink, you got to do something to get my attention. Here it is in a currently inked. I don't even know if you can get these notebooks anymore. I'm like out of breath from bending over. Let me kneel on the floor here. Not in my typical setup, obviously. And there it is down at the bottom. You can see this one, which is the Vanishing Point. That is the Guilloche. Anyway, it's that sort of chased black one that is a new special edition. It's a very cool pen. It's a little bit slippery, it feels like, for some reason, but I hope that'll wear off. Anyway, it looks kind of purpley there. Let's look at it in the Crescent, where it is much richer and just looks a lot better. So, like I said, keep putting that in a big nib and you'll be much happier with it. Anyway, I've been using it for a little while, at least in the other pen. I haven't used it in this one very long. So I've only had this pen for like a week and a half. I got it in Dallas, and I'm going to Denver tomorrow night, so I'm kind of in a hurry to get this post up and posted. Anyway, I will see you at Denver. If you're going to Denver, come see me. I'll be at the Franklin Christoph table again. Let's do a quick water drop test. I just did it on the back. I had this bright idea to do like a mini review, and then I realized that I'm not good at that. I'd rather just do the whole thing. So I'm just doing the whole thing. Just on a small piece of paper, which is inconvenient, but what are you going to do? Oh, it's like coming out like glue. Neat. All right. There it is. I'm going to squish it around. And yeah, it looks like a lot of it's going to come up, is my guess. But go ahead and sop it up here carefully, carefully. And there we go. All right, so quite a bit came up, but also a fair amount still there, really. It's a much lighter blue, but you can, pardon me, hiccups, that you can definitely tell what you wrote, that sort of thing. So I would call this like very like partially water resistant or weakly water resistant perhaps, but not exactly waterproof at all. Let's take a look at the chromatography right quick. And here you are. All right. So that's it. And you can see there's quite a bit left down here at the bottom, just as we saw in the other sample, although not much, not nearly as much, I don't think. And then up here at the top is like this interesting line of pink, which is kind of weird. I wasn't expecting there to be pink at the bottom of this blue ink, but you just kind of get blue and then pink, which is, you know, kind of interesting. And it makes me wonder if there's maybe some other properties of this that I can't test because I don't have the equipment, like maybe it's UV reactive or something like that, because it's kind of an odd inclusion. I'm not sure really what it's doing there. And you don't see it anywhere on this. Let's see if you see it here. No, not even a hint. So I don't know where that pink is coming from, but that's interesting. It's definitely in there for sure. All right. This, again, has been Conklin. I'm going to call it blue because they don't have any names on it. I don't know about you, but that really irritates me when a company goes to the trouble of bottling and boxing and ink and like bringing it to a show and making it the special giveaway thing, and they don't bother to give it a name. Like, come on, y'all. Get on your game, man. Like, make up a name. Call it Mike's Blue. I'm cool with that. Well, not really. It's not my favorite. Anyway, call it something. But it comes in a very nice bottle. It's actually a very heavy glass bottle. I wouldn't want to ship these necessarily. I don't think it's going to break, but it will cost a fair amount. And at 3 mils, it's just as much as Noodlers or something like that. And it's nice and deep. It's got a big wide mouth, so I imagine this will be good with for a variety of large nibs. So if you see their inks somewhere, don't have a problem grabbing them because the bottle's ugly. It totally works. So there you go. All right. This has been Conklin DC Pen Show 2016 Blue. I am Mike. This is Ink Dependence. If you're coming to the Denver, Colorado show in 2016, come see me over the Franklin Christoph table. I'll be there slanging pens and or whatever. My wife actually works for Franklin Christoph, not me, so she's going to be my boss all weekend. So that's fine with me. So here we go. That's it. Peace out, y'all. Oh, find me in all the normal places, such as Instagram, where I am at Ink Dependence, or on my blog, www.inkdependence.com, or on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/Michael Madison. That's me. All right, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.